An NBA insider says the Warriors are set up for a massive trade. Who will they trade? Who will they get? We're going to break that down for you on this episode of Warriors Digest. Randy Silver here. Thank you for being with us. We're going to break down all the biggest Warriors rumors, offseason news, and more throughout the year. So please subscribe so you don't miss any of it. Let's get into it. Warriors offseason options. We know the season ended the way we hoped it didn't, at the hands of the Kings. Our little brother still. They got one, but we beat them in best of 7 the year before, and we have the rings. So now we have to figure out this offseason what to do. As a friendly reminder, we've showed this in other videos. We're at the tax threshold. We're at the salary threshold, so we're going to have to pay luxury. Clay, GP2, and Dario are free agents. Chris is on a non-guaranteed contract. And Curry, Kuminga, Moody are extension eligible. So there's a lot to unpack there. Long story short, our best option of getting a player is through a trade. Signing someone right now based off of our salary commitment is too much. So who could be traded? And this report comes from Zach Lowe, the highly respected ESPN NBA reporter. First and foremost, we now have the ability to trade 2 future first-round picks or any potential first-round pick swaps. So, what could that be? What picks, Randy? The better slice of pick 1 through 20 that we got from the Chris Paul, Jordan Poole deal, plus other first-round picks we have. So, you're trading future assets away. Is that a good decision? We've done that before to win now. But if this team's on the decline and you're trying to build for a team win now when it's not there, you're only going to hurt yourself in the future. Who else tried to do this? The Brooklyn Nets, when they traded for Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce to pair with Darren Williams. Jason Terry was part of that as well. And what happened? Nothing. The team underperformed and they traded 3-4 years of draft assets and it imploded. The team was not good the rest of the 2010s. And what happened? They still haven't really been good. They kind of did the same thing, getting Kyrie, James Harden, Kevin Durant, not to the same degree, but still haven't won. So it's a very risky business to mortgage your future to win now. If it doesn't work, you're out a decade. If it works, great, you won a title, but you're still going to be hurt in the future. So Warriors fans, do you think this is a good idea to mortgage the future and trade more first-round picks that we may have and pick swaps that we picked up? Comment your thoughts. Secondly, Draymond Green. 4-year, $100 million deal he signed last year. So now he's got 3 years, $75 million left. That's a massive contract for someone in his mid-30s to have. Will another team pick that up? Maybe they like his defense. They like his presence as a rim protector, his presence as a vocal leader on and off the court. Maybe they don't want him because of the suspensions, what he brings, some of the baggage. He's not that big offensively. He has his spurts on the pick and roll, shot the 3 better this year, but can be a liability at times offensively. In a league now where all 5 players need to be able to score, does he have a place? So with Draymond Green, finding a team willing to trade for the $77 million he's still owed over 3 seasons will be rough. It could be tough. Warriors probably could use someone in that role, a bit taller, can shoot better. However, who are you going to get to trade for that? We're going to talk about that in a little bit. So secondly, again, Warriors fans, do you think it's smart to trade Draymond? If not Draymond, he says Wiggins, Andrew Wiggins. We know he is a great 3-and-D defender. He's a great team player, doesn't complain, but has missed some games for the Warriors the past couple seasons. In that postseason, he balled out when we won our 4th championship. Him against the Celtics, he was a glue, just a glue on Jason Tatum. And he shot the ball well too. But this season, he underperformed. He has 3 years and almost $90 million left on his deal. And it was a disappointing season. He also agrees he did not play well. He needs to do better. He did better the second half of the season. Okay in the Kings game, really, honestly, is more trending down than up. But overall, it wasn't good. So 3 years, 90 million. Someone get take that? You remember the viral video? Poole, you got the bag. Wiggins, no, you got the bag. Well, they both got the bags and underperformed. So of the two, Wiggins and Draymond, you probably want to trade Wiggins, but 3 years, 90 million is a tough sell. So those are the couple options he talked about. Future pick swaps and trading first round picks. Wiggins, Draymond. The other thing as well, Kuminga has value. People think he's a future All-Star. I agree. But the Warriors, if they give up Kuminga, I think it'll be the worst decision. Even worse than what happened with Wiseman. He was a bust. The draft, that's going to happen. When you pick someone high, you hope it works out well. But across all the leagues, we see when you draft someone, sometimes it doesn't work out. Wiseman, maybe a little bit more writing on the wall. 3 games at Memphis. Maybe some issues in the background you could have figured out. But overall, I'm not going to hold that as to Kuminga. He's in your locker room. You've been grooming him. And then you trade him, and he becomes a all-star somewhere else. Never forgivable. That will lose your job as a Steve Kerr. That will lose your job as Mike Dunleavy. So I think Kuminga is untouchable. Lowe kind of talked about that. The question becomes, who to trade for? Jordan Clarkson's the first player on the list. Let me go over Jordan Clarkson's stats. In his career, he averages 27 minutes a game. This season he did 30. 43% field goal percentage, 33 behind the arc, which honestly you thought it'd be a bit better from 3. It seems like he is. 3 rebounds a game, 3 assists a game. He had 5 assists a game this season, so it shows when he's playing with the ball more, he can be a good backup to Curry, which if you're not going to re-sign Chris Paul, that works. 16 points a game, 2 turnovers a game. I think this could work really well. He has been outstanding for the Jazz. Been one of their biggest producers. Slasher, can get to the rim himself, can create for himself, but also can pick and pop 3. I think that 33% three-point goes up when you're playing around Curry. You'll have more open shots versus having to create for himself. If you're not going to re-sign Paul, then he can step in. You're saving $30 million. Maybe you have to trade Wiggins for him. Will Utah take that contract? Not sure. But that could be an option. Second, Kelly Olynyk. Really, you may be saying? Well, his stats are surprisingly better than you expect. Throughout his career, he's played 756 games, averages 22 minutes a game. Field goal percentage, 48.5%. This season, he was 55%. Better. He's making 1 out of every 2 shots. Free throw percentage, 80%. Great. Rebounds, 5 a game. Assists, 3 a game. And then points, double-double, 10 a game. Well, not double-double, I apologize. 10 a game. Double digits, I mean. What can he bring to the team? Height. And that's what Steve Kerr talked about. We're missing. We need height. He's also a good shooter. He can go behind the arc, stretch the defense, kind of that 3-and-D player. Think of Harrison Barnes for us. Think of Kevin Durant for us. Wiggins, just taller. Can be around the rim as a protector, get rebounds, block some shots. He averages a block a game. So he could be a good fit. He's only, he's 33, so he kind of fits with the core here. Not as young maybe as you want. If you can trade him potentially for Moody, more of a win-now, taller player, that could work. But again, I like Moody. I think we really need him to stay. PJ Washington. You may be thinking, again, who? Well, he's younger. He's 25, so he fits in the win-now going into his prime, but also could be someone for the future with Brandon, Trace Jackson-Davis, TJD, Kuminga, Moody. So fits there. When you look at the games played, 333, averages 30 minutes a game, so he's durable. He's out there starting, playing a lot. Shoots 45% from the field goal percentage, 35 from 3. Free throw percentage, 70%. Can get that higher. Rebounds, 5 a game. Assists, 2 a game. And then points, 13 a game. So he'd be a great 3-and-D player. He's 6'7", so honestly, plugs in for where Clay is. If you're not able to re-sign Clay, he's asking for too much money. Again, I think Clay should be a Warrior for life, but it's got to be the right contract. Get PJ in, and he fits that mold. Same with Wiggins. If you can trade him over, boom. Now, in another video, we talked about Dallas is interested in Clay. Maybe there's an opportunity to do a sign and trade. We bring over PJ Washington. We sign Clay, send him over. Just a thought. Comment your thoughts. What do you think? And also, he's in the first year of a 3-year, $46 million deal, divided by 3, basically around $15 million a year. As I said, he's 25 years old and fits into the core. Now, there's a couple other options that I think could be good as well. Dorian Finney-Smith with Brooklyn. He fits as well. He's 6'7". So again, 3-and-D player, getting more height on the floor. Career, 528 games, averages 28 minutes a game. Field goal percentage, 43%, not as high as you want. 3, 35%. Again, around Curry, I think that goes up because of the floor spacing. 4 rebounds a game and averages about 8 points a game. So I think he could be a good fit there. He's like Wiggins, around the same age at 30 years old. So he could be a good fit. Jarrett Allen would fit a lot of things the Warriors need. High, size. Needed. He's 6'9". Our tallest player on the court normally was around 6'7". Draymond's 6'6". Trace Jackson Davis is 6'7". So it gives us height. Former USA basketball player, Team USA. So he's got that experience playing with high-level people. Obviously been starting with Cleveland for a while. 486 career games. Field goal percentage, 63%. Of course, he's by the rim, making sense. He's 18% from 3. He averages around 13 points a game and 2 assists. What he really helps, rebounding, rim protection. Warriors did best when we had Bogut, Zaza, JaVale, Cousins. Wiseman was supposed to be that guy, protect the rim. We haven't had that, and we're getting eaten up on the rim. He'll bring toughness, he'll bring grit, and he'll be a rim protection, and it'll really help on some pick and rolls. He'll be a good mentor to Trace Jackson Davis as well. So for this, probably got to trade either Wiggins or Draymond, and maybe some first-round picks too. In this case, this helps you stay win now. Not opposed to that. He won't be cheap. They even say maybe you have to give up Brandon or Moses. I really think about that. Probably keep Brandon over Moses based off of this year. But he also has a bigger wingspan, 7'6" to 7'1", helps with the rim. And then finally, wild card, best for last. Bring Kevin Durant back. Obviously, we know him. Won 2 championships with us. Career, 1,000 games and change. 50% field goal percentage, 40% from 3. 28 points average a game. If you believe Warriors are still win now, during the trade deadline, there were rumors about LeBron coming to Golden State. There's always been rumors of Giannis coming to Golden State. Why not KD? If it's not working out with the Suns, do you trade future first-round picks to the Suns, who we know lost them in their trades over the past couple of years, especially to get KD? You probably have to give up Brandon Moses, Kuminga maybe, but he slides back in. Again, he's been a bit more injury-prone. He was healthier this year, but can you relive the magic and run it back again with Clay, KD, Steph, Draymond, Steve Kerr? Good idea? Bad idea? Comment your thoughts and let me know. A lot to break down here. So the question is, do Warriors trade first-round picks? Do they trade current players on the team? And who do they go get? Comment your thoughts and let me know. Subscribe because we've got more coming to you daily.